scientific study of trees.
3.
Climatology, the scientific study of climates.
To begin building your terrarium, you will need gravel of some kind, sand, a mesh cloth, we chose cheesecloth, soil, a glass container of some kind, a plant of your choice, and various decorative items for your jar and other plants. To begin layering your terrarium, you will start with your gravel or rocks or pebbles that you have collected. Be sure to pour them into the bottom of your container. You need enough gravel so that you can measure 1 inch in thickness for the first layer. For the next layer, we will be using our mesh cloth. Here we have chosen a cheesecloth. Measure the circumference of your jar and cut the size cloth that you will be needing and lay it on top of your gravel. For the third layer, you will be using sand. Be sure to carefully spoon in the sand to cover up your mesh cloth. Once your sand is poured in, it should measure at least 2 inches in thickness on top of your gravel. For your fourth layer, you will be using potting soil. Add enough potting soil to measure 3 or 4 inches. We have added a little potting soil to begin with. Then we have made a little hole for our plant. Once we have added the plant, we will be adding more potting soil so that your potting soil layer will be 4 inches thick. For the last 2 steps, you will be adding your other plants and your decorative elements that you have chosen. This is your time to be creative and have fun and design your terrarium the way you would like it. Here we have added some moss, some rocks, and a piece of bark. The last thing you must do is water your terrarium. Add just a little bit of water for moisture for your plant. Then place a cover on your terrarium and the water cycle will begin to take place.
When you design your backyard, you don't want it to be windy, and you put all these variables in to create your own habitat. And you have to extend it to the terrarium and to this canyon. Stress to the trees because their crown cover creates the humidity in here. Now, when we came in early this morning, it was so cool. The air was full of oxygen because trees transpire at night. In the day, they take in carbon dioxide, photosynthesize. There's 2 photosynthetic pathways. There's a patch/pathway and the regular photosynthetic pathway. Now, what we have done is modify our habitat significantly by introducing carbon. That's what's neat about this canyon is that crown cover, and it can kind of hold it in. When you come, it's just like your terrarium.